totally reset. Let's come back home, y'all. I don't get fooled by this fleece. It's cold in the studio, but it's humid outside. Becca Birdsall is here. Becca, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I feel like it's been a while as well.
Man. How are you doing?
I am good. I was filling on the morning show last week because Chris Mulcahy was off. Now I'm back to my regular scheduled programming and got a lot to discuss in terms of today's heat, but also the tropics as well.
Yeah.
The good news is today will likely be the hottest day out of the entire week, as we're going to be doing nothing but the 80s as we also enter into this weekend. But of course, the headlines are major Hurricane Erin. It actually re-strengthened into a Category 4 hurricane early on this morning as it underwent an eyewall replacement cycle over the weekend, which temporarily weakened it out, and then eventually, though, makes it become stronger. Now, we are still expecting those indirect impacts, especially over towards the coastal Carolinas. Rough surf, unsafe, dangerous rip currents expected, strong wave heights and beach erosion. Those are all going to be the impacts, again, to coastal Carolina, and it's going to be closest in proximity to the Carolinas, especially between Wednesday and Thursday, before eventually making out that curve over towards sea. So Hurricane Erin, this is the newest 11 a.m. advisory. You got sustained winds at 140 miles per hour. That is a strong end Cat 4, and it's moving west-northwest at about 10 miles per hour. So it's slowed down just a little bit, still about 110 miles north of Grand Turk Island. So it's hammering them right now with heavy rain and strong wind gusts. Will continue to track west. But if we look at Erin's winds the past 72 hours, in fact, Friday is barely a Category 1 hurricane. Wind sustained at 75 miles per hour. In 24 hours after that, by the time we got into Saturday, it had max sustained winds of 160 miles per hour. That is an increase of 85 miles per hour. In a term that we call rapid intensification, this was on the extreme side. So here's that latest track that we can expect from Erin. Again, not going to be making any sort of direct impact on land. That is best case scenario. It's going to track between Bermuda and the coastal Carolinas, getting close enough, that center of the storm, allowing for that rough rip current risk impact, especially along coastal Carolinas, also bringing some strong wind gusts close to tropical storm force, especially closer to the Outer Banks. It's going to be closest in proximity, like I mentioned, between Wednesday and Thursday. So futurecast winds, again, especially over towards the Outer Banks, could see it anywhere from 30 to up to 40 miles per hour, especially early on Thursday, and will continue to stay windy all the way through about Thursday night. As this continues to steer out to sea, you'll notice Friday winds do start to calm down. So the rip current impact for today, it's mainly moderate and yellow, but starts to go up towards that high range. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will likely stay in that range into Friday as well. What that means is dangerous, life-threatening rip currents expected. There will likely be red beach flags up along coastal Carolinas, which means you can't even go in the water, especially with those lifeguards on stand. So keep that in mind if you know anyone traveling in and out that direction later on this week. In addition, though, we're also watching a tropical wave coming off of the coast of Africa as we speak. Now has a 50% chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 7 days. You can see it's going to be taking a very similar path to Hurricane Erin. This will certainly be something to watch as we enter in, of course, closer to the peak of hurricane season. Closer to home, live look outside. Got a couple of afternoon clouds setting up from our WCNC roof cam. Same situation over towards Blowing Rock. Should be a nice but warm day overall. Doppler radar quiet now. There could be a chance for a couple of showers and thunderstorms later on today, but only isolated. Outside now, temperatures warming up, middle to upper 80s. A few locations reaching 90. Lancaster over towards Chesterfield counties. The mugginess not going away for today. It was very muggy and steamy this weekend. That continues today as well, with those feels like temperatures getting up as hot as 99 to 100, especially during the peak of the daytime hours, closer to around 4 o'clock. So futurecast for this evening, if you do have any outdoor plans, just keep in mind there is going to be an isolated chance for a shower or thunderstorm pretty much from midday all the way through about midnight. Again, most locations will stay dry, just that hit or miss activity that we normally see. Heading into the next couple of days, you'll notice we still hang steady, upper 80s, lower 90s, but temperatures expected to take a dip. Will be mostly in the lower 80s heading into this weekend, middle 80s as we start off the next upcoming upcoming work week. That is going to be as our next cold front starts to come through and bring us better rain chances, especially between Friday and Saturday. So 7-day forecast, you can see today lots of sun, but that mugginess just really going to dominate the forecast for today. Feeling more like 100 degrees. Tuesday, mix of sunshine and clouds, upper 80s to lower 90s is what we'll do all the way into Thursday. Cooling down, lower 80s Friday, Saturday, continuing that mostly into Sunday as well, with better rain chances in the forecast. So I think I can finally say that the dog days of summer are over.
Okay. All right. I'm here for that.
We can look forward to fall.
Oh, man. Okay, so I have a question,
Yes.
Becca, and this just came to my phone.
Okay.
So I have some friends coming in town Thursday for the Panthers game. They play the Steelers. One of my good friends is a Steelers fan. It's besides the point. They want to know their chances game time. Are they in the clear? I hate to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
minimal rain chances,
Okay.
honestly, expected through midweek. Rain chances start to ramp up as our cold front comes through,
Okay.
especially starting Friday. So while we have a 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm, we can't pinpoint where exactly that rain is
Okay.
going to be falling. Just know that there will be that chance, but hopefully, with the Panthers' luck, it will all be okay. Yeah.
One more question regarding that game. Do you think the Panthers are going to win that game? Okay, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I just want to see what you're going to say.
Anything could happen.
You don't sound confident.
Anything.
I look, I walked into the newsroom this morning, and Jeb and Hank, one of our digital EP of digital, they had a lot to say about the Panthers, and it wasn't great. So I had to test your loyalty.
Well, they lost to the Texans, right?
It's just preseason.
It's just preseason. Yeah,
It's just,
so-
it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Jeb, you're mighty quiet over there.
It's just preseason. It's just preseason.
Yeah, it's setting us up for the disappointment for the regular season.
Okay, all right, Becca Birdsall,
Anyways.
welcome back. Thank you,
Thank you.
for your
Good
time.
talk.
Great forecast. I hate the prediction as far as the Panthers. No, but seriously, Becca, we will see you soon. Thank
Okay,
you for the
sounds good.
forecast.